Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the I Am Just Game podcast. I am your host, Hernando. Again, there's a few seasons, episodes in without Rashik, so we're sad that he's gone, but he'll be missed. He's in our hearts, and we wish him the best. But I'm so excited today. I have the cast and the playwright of the wonderful show that's coming up December 12 and 13. And in DC area, the gay best man. Yay! I think I'm gonna have like, "Ah, blah, like like this little piece of it. Like, la, la, la." But so yeah, thank you guys for being on the show. Thank you for asking me to introduce, be part of this like introduction of the gay best man into the universe and into the audience, into the world. And so I'm excited to have you guys on the show, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about the game. So introduce yourselves to the I Am Just Game audience. Who would like to start? Anthony, Brian, Chuck,
Closer to
Anthony.
All right, so I'm Anthony Green. I am a Sagittarius. My birthday's Friday. Um, originally
Oh,
from Memphis.
Sag.
Yes, big Sag energy, not the little one. I'm originally from Memphis, but I am a writer and director. But most importantly, I am the founder of Cagebirds Productions. So at Cagebirds Productions, we affirm the Black LGBT lived experience on screen and on stage. We are most known for our male version of Waiting to Exhale that has been traveling across this country from DC to Atlanta to Nashville to Houston, Chicago. And then as of this year, we're going to be in LA.
All right. You guys do
Yes.
big things at Cage Birds.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
And as Hernando said, our latest show, The Gay Best Man, opens on the 12th and the 13th. Tickets available via Eventbrite, keyword The Gay Best Man. And I am joined by one of the stars of the show, Brian Hart.
Thank you, Hernando. Again, thanks for having us. I'm so excited, and just really excited to work with Anthony once again. My name is Brian Harper. I am originally from PG County, not Prince George's, PG County. So born and raised here in the DMV area. I'm really, acting is, especially at this caliber, is a little new for me still. I'm really excited to have my second major role this year, which is impeccable. And then, but I'm a singer. I've been a professional singer for some years. I've been singing since I was 4 years old. I grew up in a musical family. So, yeah, that's a little bit about me. I also love the business world. I'm like a business nerd. I love all things finance, marketing, sales. I'm all into that. PR, things like of that nature. And then I'm a Leo. I don't know if I threw that out there since we throwing out our signs. August 9th, same day. Right, might as well throw them out there. Yeah, so, and again, this is my second production with Cagebirds. I'm really excited about playing Royalty in The Gay Best Man. It's a dynamic character, and I think the audience is going to enjoy Royalty so much.
We're gonna talk a little bit about royalty, about the character, about the development, about how Anthony brings that out of you.
Yes.
But let's talk about the birth of Cage Bird, the birth of these plays that you've been producing. You mentioned that a big play was that production that's going around is going to be Last in LA, and I want to talk a little bit about how that came to be, idea came from for these plays and Cage Birds.
Okay, so the idea of Cagebirds was like birthed from. I come from the HIV sexual health world, and in doing that type of work, I was looking for ways to like engage those young men in ways other than like giving them an HIV swab or linking them to treatment, like how to like really invest in their lives. And so many of them were doing our sexual health talk. They wanted to model or act or write or do things, had these big dreams. So I came up with Cagebirds Productions as a way to like put them on stage, put them on screen, and find ways to not only get them engaged, provide like education about these public health issues, but also to help build community. And then once I moved to DC, a friend of mine was passing away from HIV. And in our final conversation, he begged me and made me promise to like tell his life story on stage. And his biggest fear was to be forgotten. And so I wrote his story, but like through the lens of his favorite movie, which was Waiting to Exhale, with like
Mm,
references and Easter eggs that he would have enjoyed if he was able to be in the audience and doing that show first in DC and then traveling with it. It's just been so rewarding because one, every time we do it, my friend gets to live again for one night. And all these people who have like never ever got the opportunity to meet him or see his life get to bask in it when they see When Boys Exhale. And then since When Boys Exhale, I saw that so many like people of the LGBT community like certain movies like When Boys Exhale or other like classic back films, but they don't really see them represented. So I started doing more shows and more plays. We did a Set It Off theme show. We did Love Jones, Soul Food, and then now we're all the way at The Gay Best Man.
I love it. I love it. Well, and who doesn't love The Best Man? I mean, that's like a classic.
Right.
I've seen The Best Man. Like, it's one of those movies that you like sit down and you might not want to see it, but then you start and then you just finish it and you're like, I've seen this a million times already. Why am I still mad at him at this point? Why am I so mad at this dude? So I like that you are like really thinking about what we remember. Growing up gay, we don't have role models. So like if you see these films and these black gay men or black Hispanic or like Hispanic men in these films, you're like, oh, that could be me. If Are they gay? Maybe they are. You never know in The Gay Best Man. Some of them were suspects. I was like, that dude with the glasses, come on. I was like, dude, you're gay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's what we like to call it these days in 2025, at least. Allegedly.
Yes, we'll save our coins by saying allegedly.
I don't want that Tasha K.
Oh, okay.
So I'm glad that you guys are putting that together. The Gay Best Man that came, of course, definitely from the Best Man, but like, why did that like movie came to mind when you're producing this play right now?
Great. So many of like the Cagebird shows are about like chosen family, and the beauty of the original film, The Best Man, it was a love story, but it was also about this group of college friends who come together for this wedding. And that was what drew me, especially coming from like the DMV area where a lot of people have like moved to this area for school or careers.
Mm.
And the reality of like maintaining those adult friendships, and especially in the LGBT community, because those people that we come up with in those formative years, they become family, right? And I was excited to see a wedding where we see chosen family get together. And also when I was watching The Best Man, I was just thinking like all their problems would be solved if the two guys would just get together.
Thank
So
you. Thank you. They just wanted to do each other. She was just in the way. She was in the way of that. And she looked like, she looked a little like tomboyish too when they put her in that movie a little bit. So I was like, come on.
Mhm.
Who wrote this? This is a gay person. They wrote
you're a soft stud.
this. But you're right. Like you said, and I'm glad that you wrote that. So why do you think that you interject like queerness into this play, basing it on like a kind of like a very straight-laced movie like The Best Man?
A great question. Because I think because of my love of culture, right? We as like queer people, we love popular culture, right? And we love to appreciate it. And I wanted to create a project that appreciated the culture, but also appreciated like our lived experiences and like added us to the tapestry. Because there's so much power in representation. We have so few examples of us in popular culture and theater. While things are better than they've ever been, still there is like a lot of work. And to be able to create something that shows us as we are with all our depth and flaws and beauty and sexiness and humor, yeah, it just gives me joy.
And that's I think we need to see that. I think we need to see like all facets of queerness in represented. Like not everybody's a femme person. Not everybody's like a straight laced person. Not every top looks like a top. Not every bottom looks like a bottom. You know what I mean? Like those. It's just like people need to see things like that because they're the idea of gay men in mainstream is just this feminine person that's just like but that's not what we do. That's not who we are. Like, I mean, I always think like if I'm ever like famous enough, I do want to represent my community more, not like this like flamboyant queer Latin man. I want to represent me. Like this is who I am. I am not this flamboyant queer Latin man. So I'm not saying I can't be in a club with my friends. I'm like, girl, I. But yeah, but it's not like how I carry myself in life. So, but that's what people think that gay men just carry themselves. And if you do, wonderful, amazing. You want to be the most flamboyant, give flower, do it. But not all of us are that either. We're also this other things as well. So just the fact that you represent differences in our community and our queerness is very important. All right, talking about community and queerness. I know you mentioned community with, I mean, how you said bringing community together, advocacy, of course. I heard advocacy at one point, so let's talk a little bit about that.
All right, so with every Cage Bird show, not only do we like highlight this classic moment in Black cinema, but we also like tackle some like larger public health issue that like disproportionately affects the Black LGBT community, whether it's HIV, whether it's intimate partner violence, whether it's like mental health. We don't just want to tell engaging and fun and dramatic stories, but we want to like spark conversations and have people and organizations in the room who like have local resources. Even when we go to different cities, we have the organizations who are doing the work, who are doing the HIV test, who are passing out Narcan, who are linking people to therapists and giving people the medication that they need, or housing resources. That's a huge part of the Cage Birds experience. But also the community of like artists that it takes to like bring this story together. I know we always think about the actors, but I think about also like the crew people, the graphic designer who makes the flyer, even the people in the community who are out spreading the word, such as yourself. Like all of that is like a community of folks who are offering their talent and their skills to help make the event and the show happen. And I think that is just so beautiful that so many people have entrusted in me to tell the story properly, but also want to like offer their gifts and their talents to this experience to make it happen. And people who see the show that they want to be a part of it. Like that's how I met Brian. Brian, you want to tell that?
Oh, Brian was in the audience.
Yeah, so I was actually in a fashion show, and the designer introduced me to Anthony. And as I'm talking to him, he goes, "You act at all?" And I have done, I've acted, but I hadn't done anything quite like Cage Birds ever, right? So I had done like ensembles and stuff like that. And so he would, and like been an extra in like a film type of thing. And so when he said that to me, I was like, "Yeah, I can do anything on the stage." I mean, really and truly, I do feel like one of the people that can pick up something and run with it a lot, but I really didn't know it was this dynamic when he was talking about it, because a lot of people, let's be honest, a lot of people in the DMV are saying, "Oh, I do this," you know what I'm saying? Everybody's a model, a singer, whatever. So I really didn't. And we followed each other on Instagram, and then like I think maybe the next day I started looking, and I was like, "Oh, they be moving around the country. Oh, they really be doing shows." And so that's when I really realized. And then some months later, they were doing a show, and I said, "Oh, I want to go support them." I really wasn't thinking about doing a show. Like, I know he said it to me, but then I commented on something. And he was like, "I'm glad you're coming, so you can see this because I have something else coming. I want you to audition." And I was just like, "I'm gonna dodge him because I don't know if I can handle. I don't know if I'm ready for the big roles." And so I get there and I see the show, and I'm like, and I met you at the concession stand, Anthony. So you came over to the concession, like, "Can you audition?" It was Sunday. He was like, "You audition on Tuesday. You need a monologue and you need this." And I
Oh,
was like,
he was
two,
like, you got to be ready. Let's go.
two, yeah. Then I see the show, and it was phenomenal. That was Gay Soul Food, and I'm sitting there watching, and I'm like, I mean, you were laughing. It was, you had the sexy, provocative stuff, and it was unapologetic, but you also had like, it was so much, it was laughter, and then there was some really heavy scenes, like Anthony talks about, like where you really bring some stuff that goes on in this community on the stage. And I remember the people next to me gave me some tissues. I had a cute beat like I have now, and that thing was on the tissue, child, because I was no good. Like, I was sitting there boo-hooing. So I was like, how am I? And I knew the time frame he was telling me that this cast was about to go to Atlanta and that I was about to audition. I was like, there's not a lot of time. Like, it was less than 2 months when I auditioned for that show. And I was like, this cast is likely doing that show, and they're crazy good. How am I going to fit into there? And I was definitely intimidated and afraid, but it worked out. We did a great show. Went to Atlanta and had a good time. But yeah, it was an experience. That was a quick, fast experience.
So when you're interjecting and we're talking about those hard issues in these plays, how do you like, I think from both sides as an actor and as a writer, how do you like really put that in a show where it's like not really making it this like heavy thing the whole show, but like light and heavy? And I think that that's where you were feeling. It was like lightness, but like heaviness in it. Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
how does that work as a writer, and maybe how does that work as an actor in the play, thinking, hey, I need to also have light and darkness needs to be part of the show.
I think for me, the greatest compliment I ever got in one of our Cagebirds reviews is that we seamlessly go through like really heavy topics, but in a way that the play still feels like a party. We give weight to the topic, but it's kind of like a little laughter, a little humor helps the medicine go down. Like, we give it a little right. It's not like this really serious, hard, August Wilson level Shakespearean moment. It is real, right? Because I feel like something that, especially as like LGBT people, how we often handle like pain and trauma is through humor.
Mm-hmm.
And that's definitely like ingrained in like my work. I feel like me doing these plays is my own form of like ministry, reflecting experiences and lessons that I've learned in life, but in a way that is entertaining and fun. It's real, it's honest, and it hurts. But also there is like a lot of beauty and, like you said, light that comes from it.
Mm-hmm.
How about Brian?
Yeah.
How do you feel as a person in the play?
Yeah, so some of the things that I do, like I think what we talked in our pre-meeting, is that I try to really take my character development really seriously. Like, because Anthony has shared with me that these are experiences of people he's been around, people he knows, maybe his own experiences, and these characters, right? Although he's, we're doing Best Man and gay version, right? These are not repeats of the movies, right? It has a different dynamic, and so really taking that seriously. I'll give you an example. When I was originally casted for Love Jones that we did in May in Atlanta, I was originally casted for the main character, and then I ended up getting shifted to one of the lead roles. But that main character, when I was studying them, it was a lot of it was drug abuse, right? They were in recovery, right? And so I remember probably that first week when I realized after I got casted, is just watching YouTube videos and documentaries about meth usage and things like that, crystal meth, things like that. And because I personally have not experienced that. And so I think as an actor, it's really taking it serious, number one. And then number two, really watching, really getting into what that experience is like. And although I ended up playing a different role, still a very big role in the show. That character experienced witnessing that and having to, that dynamic within their relationship, so I had to figure out like how would I want to portray that heartbreak, because I have to pull myself away from this if I go this route. And I feel like a lot of our community goes through that, right? It's just like, this person loves me, right? Or this person wants to be in a relationship with me finally, right? And then it's like, but something really heavy like that, it could take that one choice, and then I could be tied up in something that I don't want, and it could affect me for the rest of my life. So it's just like really taking the time to understand the context and the content, and then taking some time to just sit and learn the parts of it that you haven't personally experienced. Sometimes you can experience things that those characters have, but a lot of times you might not. So it's just taking the time to learn it.
And Royalty is a character right here, right now. What is he going through? Don't give too much. What? Don't give too much, because we want people to go to the play.
Yes.
But like, what an idea this is, like deep. He's going through something.
Yes. So Royalty's pronouns are they, them, she, but everyone, they prefer they. They're non-binary, which was a dynamic that I had to dig deeper with, right? Because for me, that pronoun is new, right? For me, I'm 36, so when I was in school, LGBTQ community, we were mostly just trying not to get beat up in school, right? And so now we have this new, which is great. We now acknowledge these different people in our community and how people identify, which is awesome. I myself identify as he, she. So it whatever people want to use, so that's what people use, and I just don't stop them, right? So that was one thing that I love, is that the character is non-binary, and without giving away the character too much, the character really, you're going to enjoy this character. I've had a lot of fun with this character. There's some similarities in their style and just the way that they show up and the way that they are. There's a lot of differences too, but it is a character that really holds space on the stage in the fact, and very, although you may be laughing at this character, you're really going to understand and be able to identify, like, I have a friend like that, or I have, I might be like that, right? I think the character is one of the characters that are most people can relate to more than anyone, honestly.
And
I would say that Royalty is a truth teller.
Mhm.
Says the things that the audience watch.
That's what he needs to say, and he goes, "Pata." You felt that one?
Yeah, because somebody in the room that's always gonna like say what it is.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Okay, so you already see yourself in Royalty.
In life? Oh, I'm sorry. So the theme of this, the gay best man, this kind of like advocacy theme, and what is it surround? What does it revolve around? The gay best man.
So the theme of this show, there's a couple. So the first one that comes to mind is forgiveness. Everybody in this story has to forgive someone, whether it be the partner, family member, or it be themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But then another thing that is, when I think back to the script of rehearsals, is creating the life that you want and what it looks like, taking the autonomy of that, because sometimes in this community we do things differently than our heteronormative norms, right? Maybe we're in a poly relationship, maybe we're into leather, maybe we want to adopt an Asian baby, like we do things differently.
Let's do all
And
of
we
that. Let's do all of that.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? Why not? So yeah, I like forgiveness though. Like that's like a big one. I think if you listen, then everybody should see this play, because people don't forgive people. They hold on to like that forgiveness. Like, no, I won't do it. Let's just hate each other forever.
Yeah, stuff that's not even worth it.
But it takes time to learn how to forgive though. It's like a learning thing. You have to learn how to do it. Let go of ego. of all your ego and say, I'm sorry. Or say, like,
Yeah.
hey, maybe I was wrong. That takes a lot.
And then to change the actions, right? Because we all hear the words, but it's about the changing of the behavior.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Changing. Yeah, because, like, you know, if you behave the same way, you're not changing, honestly. So, like, I judge people by not their words, by their actions. I think that that's the best way to judge. Like, if somebody tells me, "Oh, I love you," but they never call me, they're not around me, they don't like, make the time or the effort to. I mean, do you really love me? Really?
Right.
I mean,
Right.
You
those,
don't.
those are all my exes, by the way. Like, they don't, you know who you are.
I was like, you talking to somebody now.
You know you're about to get a DM very soon. Future.
It's Thanksgiving tomorrow too. You already know them.
I
Them texts start coming through. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, miss you. Hey, big head, what you doing?
So I know I'm grateful that we're giving a voice to someone with the play, and we're like giving this character. And I really like the fact I know those characters are based out of real people, and just the respect that you have for the development of the character, because you're thinking this is a real person that's out there in
Mhm.
life, and I need to respect their voice and
Right.
who they are, and maybe like look deeper inside of myself to know, like, hey, maybe I don't know this person's journey, but I'm gonna like
Yes.
sit here and go through it, see where
Yes.
it takes me. Because some people like even explaining that type of like they them. Even me, I grew up with like gay straight. That's it. Maybe
Yeah.
bi,
Right.
but we were just
Right.
like, no, they're not bi. They're just confused. But
Right. No, that's real.
Old school game. Old school game. All
that's where I
day.
grew up.
Yes.
I'm old, so we didn't.
Right.
We
That's how
were
I feel
like,
like now we're in a way better place.
so, but like understand my ex-boyfriend has his best friend was transgender. So it was like me learning to like like not say she or like not refer to him as him but her. And it was like hard for me. Like it was like something that I had to think about. Like I couldn't be like, because sometimes he did present as a man, but he was a woman. So it was hard for you to learn that and to maneuver, even as a gay man. So I think that like sometimes as queer people, we don't want to weaponize this whole like transgender thing and be like, oh, you don't know, you're calling me a him and I'm a her. Yeah, but forgive my ignorance. I'm not trying to hurt you.
And even the fact that like we are humbled enough to like want to learn, because I feel like ideas around gender and sexuality are constantly evolving and
Yeah.
changing, and I feel like years and decades from now the way that we understand it is going to be antiquated. So I think us just staying open, because I learned a lot about gender and sexuality from young people,
Mhm.
like
Yes,
just
my nieces are like, "Are you a lesbian?" She's like, "No, I'm queer." Okay, what does that mean? Sometimes, and it's like it means everything, Uncle. Anything. I like it like anything. And I was like, "Okay, girl, I like it. If you love it, I love it. I just need to understand that you like boys or
Yeah.
girls or trans. I like it all." I'm like, "Okay, work it out. Work it out. Don't
Mhm.
do a lot of drugs and don't drink too much. I know you're in college."
That's what's important. As long as they being healthy.
But so the actors, the cast, the caterer, the group, how do you how is that community internally? How does that what does that look like? How does that develop? What from like Anthony's point of view and Brian's point of view, I want to know what that looks like.
so I am not only looking for talented people, but I am also very particular about the energy and the space. Not only would the person take direction, be reliable, but Are they like a team player and supportive, or are they like competitive? Are they looking to come in and be the star of the show, or do they just want to be in a show? Do they want to be a part of this show? I look for people to join the team who are looking for a community, not only want to be uplifted, but want to uplift others. Like, I am really thrilled when I see the team bond. And like, I do little crap to if I know, hey, this person really likes Rocky Horror. Oh, so and so. So I'm like a not a matchmaker, but I am like trying to build connections amongst my team, because I know that I can't be everywhere, right? And I need them to be able to support each other. And like, while I am focused on like bigger picture things, when it comes to like their emotional support and affirming each other, I like to create a space where they can take the autonomy and do that for each other. And I have been blessed to not only work with some of the most talented actors in the DMV, but some of the greatest people. Like, we have some amazing folks who have lived through some great things. Like, and we're diverse in age and where people stand on the LGBT spectrum, where people are from. Like, I just love us all getting together and really just being a community. All right, Brian.
You sound like you love it. It sounds like you love it. It sounds like you love it. And I think, what do they say? If you like do what you love every day of your life, you're not working. You're just doing what
Yeah,
you love.
I am blessed to be able to travel the country with this group of people. And every time we do a new show, it's like a family reunion. Even folks who have done past Cagebirds show, who aren't in this show, always like show up, because we genuinely like love and care about each other. Even when we are in shows that aren't Cagebirds, a lot of Cagebirds members show up to support them, and that's just
That's beautiful. How do you feel about working in this production, Cagebirds, Anthony, the gay best man?
Yeah, everything Anthony said is real. I can honestly, echo what he said, because, and I love that he's intentional about that, and you can tell by the people that you work with. Like I told you when I did Love Jones, I saw the cast in the show, and I knew how quickly in Soul Food I saw them do that, and I knew that this show he told me it was coming really fast, and so I said these people are returning cast because they about to get another script like as soon as they done with this one, and so when I met with them on Zoom, they had a great dynamic with each other and stuff like that. But it was Zoom. That was how we start off rehearsals. And then when we went in person like a couple days later, and I was actually like thinking about my experiences as a performer. Usually, like Anthony said, people are divas. I know sometimes singers are not nice for sure, because everybody done told you got this beautiful voice your whole life. You sing like an angel, right? And so then you get this dynamic of arrogance sometimes with performers, and they all knew each other. So I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna get, and it was not that experience. I mean, day one, everybody was very welcoming, and it wasn't just the cast; it was also like the crew, right? And the crew, and the cast, that it's one big family. And a lot of productions you do, it's like the cast over there, the actors sing whatever it is, the talent people that you're going to see on stage are over here, and they have this complex sometimes. And I've always never wanted to be that, because I'm not that person. I don't even want people to think that about me. I want people to know that I'm just the down to earth Brian that everybody knows, right? And so I really like that, and I really enjoyed that dynamic. I have made some great friends with working with Cagebirds this time around. I just had a cast at my house Monday because we were off this week, and I was like, hey, anybody still want to run lines, things like that. People brought snacks. They came to my house, and we did that. So so because it's not just coming to rehearsal twice a week, right? You have to work on your lines pretty much every day. Like, and you have to, I mean, if you want to get this thing down, Anthony writes. So you be in a dictionary, like, what does that word even mean? You know what I mean?
Right.
He writes. Like, you better learn,
Giving
okay?
you the long lines, those lines.
Yeah. This
Wait.
this ain't no little church. Yeah. This ain't no little Easter Sunday, Easter Sunday lines, child. You got some real lines over here. So, you do that. He writes.
Janet Jackson lines.
Yeah. So
Also, are you gay?
are you the one doing the bit?
Yeah. So you get fucked in the butt? Man, that like kills me. It's like, bro, that is amazing. If you give me
so
those lines, I have to take a breath.
Now
Forget
I will
about
say,
that.
I mean, you might have those lines too. There's very simplistic, language too. But then there's other dialogue where you really gotta like, you're really, it depends on the character and what they're delivering.
Mhm.
But Anthony, he writes, and he and his references to things going on, like he said, pop culture or just out there in the culture, just in the community, words that we use, right? And sometimes might be a phrase or words you never used before. Like I've
Mhm.
seen some of the actors, they're not from the DMV, so some of our language,
Okay,
they might be
I
like,
gotta
"What does
hear
that
this
mean?"
word. I gotta hear one of those words because I'm not from the DMV. So what is one DMV word that like I would be like, what is that?
What about Mo? I know you. I
Mo,
know.
Mo what?
You ain't
Like Mo money?
Perfect,
Like
perfect,
Mo
because
money?
that was the one I was going.
Like,
know, like a dude, a guy.
Yeah,
we do
Mo.
not say
Yeah,
that
Mo.
in Miami. We don't say Mo. We
See,
say dude, that dude over there. Like that guy. We say that dude, that guy. We never use Mo. I will be in that show like Mo, who's Mo? Who's this show now? I didn't catch who's fucking Mo? Who's having sex with Mo?
straight up DC. Okay, that is straight up DC.
Okay,
And it's so funny because
okay, guys, you have to come and see the show just for that one because if you
yes,
get new words, and I love using new words. That's like my favorite. So,
yes,
uh, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm trying my darndest to come to opening night because I actually have never been to one. So I'm excited to see you guys. I'm excited for the show.
Yay.
Thank you guys for being here and talking about this show and how important it is to you, how important it is for the community too. Like it's not just how important it is to build community. And I am just gain is that. I am just gain is we're building community. We don't want just gay people. We want straight people. We want mothers. We want children. We want dogs. Whatever.
No dog.
What we want dogs. If you have a dog and I have a dog, and if you come to what, listen with your dog. It's not like a
You're like,
big
well,
dog, like a
ain't no
dog, like
animals
an
can come,
animal.
and you might want to leave your children at home too for these.
Yeah, this is 18 and over conversation, not for
Rated R.
not for children, so not for instances. Like
Mm-mm.
we don't bring children to the I Am Just Game podcast. They'll hear bad stuff. They'll hear
Cagebirds is rated R.
they'll
Everyone.
hear about bus stuff, and we don't want children to hear about bus stuff.
Mm-mm.
No,
Too
no
soon.
No, no.
sexiness.
Are we gonna hear about some
Mm-mm.
of that stuff at the play though? We're gonna get some of that sexiness at the play.
It's gonna be. It's very sexy.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
this guy's my neck.
Very, very. I will
Wait,
say that
Of course.
the seats will be moist.
oh, it will be moist with Mo. With Mo,
Yeah, Mo. Yeah, Mo.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
Mo.
moist. It's gonna be moist.
so there's gonna be drama. There's gonna be sex. There's gonna be realness. There's gonna be royalty's gonna be telling it how it is, right? He's gonna be like, so definitely come and see the gay best man, guys. Please come and enjoy this show. Anything else you want to say to us, Anthony?
Let them know that tickets are available via Eventbrite, keywords, Gay Best Man. Also, check out our website at Cagebirds Productions where you can see some clips from past shows. Sign up to our mailing list to be updated because maybe you're not in DC, but you want to see the show we got in LA or Chicago.
Bring us a show. Bring Miami a show.
Y'all are on
Write
the
me a
list.
listen. Write me a part. Write me.
Yes.
Look. Write me a part.
I
He
saw
said, I could put,
you got that leg
now
up.
you got that
I,
leg
I,
up.
I got a part for you.
Write me
You
a
better be
part.
careful. You better be careful throwing your
Immediately.
leg up. Better be careful throwing your leg up in front of Anthony. He will put you on him.
I
You have that
just
leg up on the
auditioned.
stage,
I
honey.
just auditioned. But before we leave the show, we always have a pure moment of joy. We want to tell our audience, I want to make sure because I think it's all about joy at the end. There could be troubles, there could be heartaches, there could be people going through things because that's life. It's good and it's bad. And that's just how things are. But I think that there's joy in everything. So my I'll start and then I'll have you guys give me your queer moment of joy. Mine is going to be with you guys, of course. I'm excited that I'm gonna really try to go see this play in the opening night and meet you guys because that'll be really awesome and really see you guys in person. And I'm auditioning too, so I'll be like, hey, I'll be
For my close up.
Hispanic man number one.
He said number one.
Number
Number uno.
number
Number
uno,
uno.
numero
Number
uno,
uno.
number two, no,
Yeah.
numero uno. So thank you guys for inviting me, asking me to promote your show, making me a part of your community, Cagebirds, as well. So I really appreciate it. How about you guys?
So first of all, thank you for having us. This has been so much fun. I love having a good kiki. And I guess my moment of joy is tomorrow's Thanksgiving, but it's also my birthday. I want the whole world to have a meal with their family in honor of my birthday. Give it with me in mind, all that stuff. And yeah, just sing good vibes for me for the show, for this new year of me turning 36. And yeah, and the future Cagebirds.
Yeah.
What is my moment of queerness? I think for me, recently, I had a moment of queerness where I was really excited about, kind of related, kind of not. But my godbaby, who I have been helping raise since she was born, she stood up to some kids picking on a girl in her class that was autistic. And I think that she's 11, and I really thought about it, and I said, I see this thing with children raised around queer people where they accept everyone. And so that was just really beautiful to see because from the beginning, they're seeing that the world sees us like something different, right? And they see, she's seen drag queens. She's been around all of our community. She understands us. And so that was a moment for me. I was just like, she's being raised. And it's not just me. It's also, my sister who's her mother and the family dynamic. But I think just from the bat, having to accept people for who they are that are different than what society says the normal is. And I think that translates into how, they show up. And I've seen this with other queer children, children raised by queer people. And so that was a moment of joy for me. I really love that. And I don't like bullies either. And I kind of promote that to her. So she was like, leave her alone. We're not having that,
That was Brian talking right there. She said, it's coming out immediately.
Okay, Uncle B.
He said, oh, no, wait a minute. I think you have a little bit of like royalty in your girl. He said...
Every now and then you see them intertwine. They come together.
But thank you guys for being here. This is coming up before the launch of the show, so I'm gonna put it out as soon as possible. Please tell us where they can find you guys as well, and then all of that I'm gonna put on our bios and in our media so they can come and search for you. So all that information will be for you guys as well. Thank you for being in the show, Anthony. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Cagebirds Productions on Facebook, also at Cagebirds Productions on Instagram, and then www.cagebirdsproductions.com.
Cagebirds.
Yes. You can find me on Instagram, Brian, Brian, spelled the right way, Brian .the icon, THEICON.
That's right.
And find me on Instagram.
Right, and not Brian the right way, spelled the right way.
Yes. Don't put a Y.
Look at him. Look at royalty coming out. He said spelled the right way.
You see why I got the role, honey.
I think wait a second. Look, I want this role. Look.
You're gonna get that. You're gonna get that.
You're gonna get that. What if you do Basic Instinct? When I do Basic Instinct, I got
Garbage man number one.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna put you guys out there. I'm gonna promote you guys. People are gonna come and see a show, and then see you in DC. Thank you guys.
Yay! Thank you so much.
Have a great night.
Have a good night.